Right, we are going to be solving another question on circuit analysis. This is an exam-based question that every electrical engineering student globally should learn. All right, the question says we should find the equivalent resistance between terminal A and B. All right, so if you look at this circuit, this circuit is uh, symmetrical. Exactly, you can see it's symmetrical. All right, so if it is symmetrical, it means it's going to obey the law of symmetry. All right, it means if we supply voltage to this circuit, the current that flow through this DF will be the same as the current that will flow through CE. The current that flows through CO will be the same as the current that flow through OF, and the current that flow through OE will be the same as the current that flow through OD. So the meaning of this is we can redraw this circuit, and we can connect this resistor here directly to this resistor here directly to this resistor. All right, so I'm going to be redrawing the diagram here, connecting this to this to this. All right, so we are going to continue now. So I hope you can see the diagram clearly now. All right, now if you look at this now, you will observe that this R and this R here, these are resistors here, they are in series. This one too, they are in series, right? All right, so what we are going to be doing is, I love doing it one after the other, no rush. All right, so you get it clearly. Now the series combination of this, we call it RT1. So RT1 will be equals to R plus R, which is going to give us what? 2R. The series combination of this is still R plus R. Let's call it RT2, which is R plus R, which is going to give us 2R. All right. All right. So therefore means that we can therefore combine, since we have combined these two to give us 2R. So let's clean what we have here and just combine them straight. Let's just draw them straight. Circuit. All right. So let's now put it here now. All right. So it's going to be 2R. Similarly with this. So this is 2R. All right. So let's now clear what we have here. All right. All right. So all right. So that's it. Now we are now going to see that this 2R is in parallel with this R. This 2R is in parallel with this R. So we are going to see that our RT1 is parallel to R. So let's call the equivalent resistance between these two to be RT3. RT3 will be equals to, so our RT1 is 2R. So it's going to be 2R multiplied by R all over 2R plus R. So this is going to be 2R squared all over 3R, right? So this R will cancel out this R here. So we are going to be left with 2R all over 3. Similarly, RT2 is parallel to R. All right, this one is parallel to this. So let's call their resultants RT4. It is the equivalent resistance between these two. So it's going to be 2R multiplied by R all over 2R plus R. So which is going to give us 2R squared all over what? 3R. R will cancel out R, and then we are going to have here the final answer to be 2R all over 3. All right, so that's what we have. Now that we have combined this and this is giving us 2R over 3, this and this is also giving us 2R over 3. So we can therefore remove this. So we can therefore replace this R with 2R over 3. So this is going to be replaced with 2R over 3. So we are removing these two as well. I hope you can see how interesting this stuff is, one after the other. So this is going to be 2R all over 3. All right. All right, so that's it. Now again, if we look at this diagram carefully now, you are going to observe that this R here and this R, they are in what? They are in series. Mind you, this wire is a short circuit. It's going to be short circuit because it's an ideal wire, and an ideal wire is a wire that has no resistor, or that has little or no resistor. Do you understand? So if you look at this wire, it's an ideal wire, and this one too is an ideal wire. It's just that I don't want to remove it. Is that clear? In some case I would have removed it, but the reason why I don't want to remove it because I still need it in the solution. Is that clear? All right, so that's why you should note that this and this, they are in series. All right, so it means that if they are in series, we can therefore say RT5 will be equals to R plus R, which is going to give us what? 2R. So we can therefore clean this, and therefore clean what we have here, and replace this with a straight line. Replacing with a straight line. All right, so similarly with this, all right, so replacing this with a straight line. All right, so that's it. Now we can therefore the resultant, that is the combination of the two R, we can put it here. All right, so this is going to be 2R. All right, so that's it. So again, to look at this circuit again, you are going to observe that this is terminal A, this is terminal B. If we connect voltage across these two terminals, the current that is going to enter into this resistor will be different from the one that is entering here. So it means this R here is parallel to this R, this R here is parallel to this R. All right, so we can therefore say now, so let's say I'm going to note that our R is parallel to R. So the combined effect of the two, let's call it RT6, which will be equals to R multiplied by R all over what? R plus R. So which is going to give us what? It's going to give us R squared all over what? 2R. R will go with one R, so we're left with R all over what? 2. Is that clear? So again, R is also parallel to R. R is parallel to R. So we are going to have, let's call this RTC7. All right, so this is going to be R multiplied by R all over R plus R. So which is going to give us R squared all over 2R. R will go with one R, so our answer is going to be R over 2. All right, so it means that We can therefore remove this. We can therefore remove this. We can therefore remove this. All right. So we can remove that. All right. So we can remove that. So we can replace what we have here now with since this and this we have combined them, and their effect is giving us r over 2. So this is going to be r all over 2. This is also going to be r all over 2. All right. So you are going to observe that these two r over 3 is parallel to this 2r over 3. Please don't go and make the mistake of saying this 2r over 3 is parallel with this. Is that clear? Why? Because this is our terminal A and our terminal B. Is that clear? So we are not going to touch this for now, this terminal. So if you see this wire, you know the other time we said it is short circuit. We're supposed to have removed it the other time, but adding we have removed it. How are we going to know that this 2r over 3 is parallel to this 2r over 3? Can you see the usefulness of the wire? All right, so let's clean this part. All right, so said 2r over 3 is parallel to 2r all over 3. All right, so we'll take RT8. RT8 will be equals to 2r over 3 multiplied by 2r all over 3 divided by 2r all over 3 plus 2r all over what? 3. All right, so if we do this, this will be equals to 4r squared all over 9 divided by 4r all over 3. I hope we understand that. So this will be equals to 4r squared all over 9 divided by 4r all over 3. And you know, this division will change to multiplication. This will go up, this will come down. So it's going to be multiplied by 3 all over 4r. 3 here 1, 3 here 3. 4r will go here. Here 4r will go, be left with just 1r. So our answer here is going to be r all over 3. All right. So therefore means that we can therefore remove this side now. So if we remove this whole side, all right, so we can therefore replace what we have here with r over 3. So this is going to be replaced with r all over 3. All right, so that's what we are going to have. Now we are now going to see clearly where that this r over 2 is in series with r over 3 and it's also in series with r over 2. All right, so we can call the total combination to be in RT9. RT9 will be equals to r over 2 plus r over 3 plus r over 2. All right, so if we do this, the LCM is going to be 6, and 2 in 6 is 3. 3 times r is 3r. 3 in 6 is 2. 2 times r is 2r. Plus 2 in 6 is 3. 3 times r is 3r. So if we add everything together now, we are going to have this to be 8. This is 8r all over what? 6. 2 in 8 is 4. 2 in 6 is 3. So this is going to be 4r over 3. All right. So this is going to be 4r over 3. So we can therefore clean what is here. And we are going to join it with a straight wire. All right. All right, so yeah, so that's it. So here we're going to have 4r over 3. So let's just put 4r over 3 here. All right, so now you are now going to see clearly now that we can find our equivalent resistance now. So because 2r is parallel to 4r over 3. All right. All right, so yeah, see that 2r is parallel to 4r over 3. So our equivalent resistance will be equals to 2r multiplied by 4r over 3 all over 2r plus 4r all over 3. So this will be equals to 8r squared all over 3 divided by 3 times 2 is 6. That is 10. So 10r all over what? All over 3. All right. So let's clean this side. So it means that our arrow equivalent will be equals to 8r squared all over 3 divided by 10r all over 3. All right. So our arrow equivalent will be equals to 8r squared all over 3 multiplied by 3 all over 10r, right? So 3 will go with 3, r will go with 1r, and here 2 here 4, 2 here 5, right? So here our answer is going to be 4r all over what? All over 5. All over 5 ohms. All right, so this is the solution to the above question. I hope it is well simplified. You can comment that in the comment section, and don't forget that we have a well structured materials on what you've just learned and all of our previous videos. So if you want any of our materials, either on cycles analysis or on strength of material or on thermodynamics, you can always reach out. You can just go to our description, send us a direct message either by our WhatsApp or by email. We are going to respond to you in no time. All right, and peradventure, if today is your first time coming across our content, please do well to smash the bell button so that anytime we upload a video like this, you'll be the first to receive the notification. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your colleagues who might be in need of it. Thank you.